Hey everyone, this is Stevie Richards. Welcome back to the home studio. In today's video, we have a detailed comparison review updated for 2023 between the Force USA G15 Pro and the brand new 2023 model, the updated model of the G20 Pro. Now, I was going to make this video anyway, but great timing by the audience right here. Temper Shot asked, do you recommend the G15 over the G20? It seems like the G20 has too much going on. Well, we're going to examine that, compare these two models in this video. Also, please subscribe, click the bell to get notified. If information like this is useful to you, do those two things. Also, share it with anybody who you might think benefits from detailed comparison reviews like this one. Okay, let's go to the Force USA website. Right now, they still have a New Year's sale going on where you can see right here that with the X series, you get a free barbell. Also, the G models are still on sale. And I have to say this, Force USA, I'm jealous because I've been working on StevieRichardsFitness.com. They are constantly making the site, the UI, the navigation more efficient with less clicks to get the information you want to make a consumer decision. So right up front, I always want to show a great amount of appreciation for the people that work on the hard stuff with website development, the back end stuff and everything. So the fact that you have this main page right here that kind of gives you, oh, who's that guy doing the double bicep pose right there? Need to take that picture down. Or update it with another one. That was me, by the way, so that's why I'm kidding about that. There I am right there. So let's go back. You can see right here, you can go to power racks, leg machines, benches, bumpers and bands, bars, and flooring. But here's where we're going to concentrate on, not even on the X series, but the G series. I'm going to click right here. And when we do that, what we're greeted with is the updated things that I really can appreciate from Force USA. Here we have the all-in-one trainer kind of menu. We can jump right to the weight plate models or jump to the stack weight models. The weight plate models are like the G3, G9, the ones where you have to buy plates in order to load the cable pulley system. The stack models like what I have in my garage gym, the G15 Pro, and also the other one we're going to talk about, the G20 Pro, are stack weight models, also known as weight stack trainers. So I can click on this, it takes me right to there. And I can also compare the plate models and it brings up a comparison chart, which is amazing right there in order to get this. So these kinds of videos that I do here are not going to be as clunky either. So Force USA has streamlined the comparison review process for me. So selfishly, I hope they did that for me, but I don't think. I think it did it for you, not me. So I can click that, it can collapse. And here we have the G series stack weight models. And we have everything from the G6 all the way up to the G20 Pro with upgrades. So not only do you get the specs to say, okay, am I going to buy a G15 or a G20? You have the most amount of information to see if the upgrade kits are worth it for you. And there's a second upgrade product for the G20 as well that we're going to talk about. But let's go just top to bottom right here. So what we have here is the G15, and we have 87 inches in height, and the G20 Pro is 91 inches in height. 4 inches with certain home and garage gym ceilings makes a big difference. So right there, you might be already out of even thinking about the G20 because of the height aspect of it. Then we got the width right here. You can see the G15 is 80 inches with or without the upgrade. And you can see pretty much it's the same with or without the upgrades. The footprint remains the same, but there is one upgrade, like I said, with the G20 that extends it quite a bit. So, but 80 inches on the G15 with or without the upgrade. And then the G20 Pro is 79 inches. So it's kind of a wash right there. It's about the same. You're always going to want, by the way, when I talked about measuring, well, there's a G15 video about measuring for the G15. You want to make sure you have enough room on each side of the all-in-one trainer in order to load plates, get behind the all-in-one trainer. You want to be able to have enough of a buffer in the, obviously the front, but also the sides and maybe even the back off of the wall to make sure that you can comfortably move all around the all-in-one trainer. So keep that in mind. All right, as far as how deep it is, 53 inches. With the upgrade kit, it is 73 inches. So you need an extra 20 inches for the upgrade. And I'm assuming that's the shelves, I think. I'm assuming that's the storage shelves, which are great. It's a great part of the upgrade kit, but I'm not sure if that's it, what accounts for the 20 inches. Then 67 inches for how deep it is, and 95 inches with the upgrades, because there is a lat pull down upgrade for the G20 Pro, which obviously you can see right here is 28 inches, I think, if my math is correct, 28 inches. So you need over 2 feet, just, a little bit less than 3 feet in order to do that and make it comfortable. And you still have to have the buffer of it from front to back as well, and be able to have enough room to use the cable pulleys for flies and rows and stuff like that. So here's the thing about the 15 and 20 that are great over the G6, G12. These are commercially graded products. So if you have a business, a fitness studio, these are definitely rated for that kind of beating that you'll have clients and yourself, tons of people working out on it. So the weight stacks right here, but keep in mind, there are cable pulley ratios to consider. 570 pounds and then 578 on the base model of the G20, then 867 pounds with the upgrades, meaning you have a lat pull down upgrade with more weight stack, or one single stack that has it in there. They're not connected, by the way. The lat pull down upgrade is not connected to the two weight stacks. So you're not talking about going from 578 with the stacks up to 867 off of one exercise if you want to do a heavy, closed grip row or something like that. But the cable pulley ratios also kind of put a dent in these numbers. So we'll go down to pulley ratios right here. And what we have, and this is the reason why I had an opportunity to get the G20 or even one of the X series models. And I'll tell you why I didn't go with the X series real simply. My wife and I wanted the Smith machine. The X series is essentially both of those trainers. They're called multi-trainers. They do not have a Smith machine. The G15, all these have a Smith machine. G6, 12, 15, and the 20 all have Smith machines. So that's the difference between the G series, whether you're going with plate loaded or weight stacks, and then the X series, the X15 and the X20 do not have a Smith machine, but more interior working space for powerlifting and stuff like that. So cable pulley ratio is very important. The reason why we want the G15, 2-to-1 and a 4-to-1 cable pulley ratio. For scalability, I feel like that is an amazing feature. Some people think it's a limitation. The G20 Pro, the updated version for 2023, has a 2-to-1 cable pulley ratio, but you can see right here, 2-to-1 on the base model, 2-to-1 and 1-to-1 with the upgrades. And you're like, that doesn't make sense. How's it got 1-to-1? That's the lat pull down. The lat pull down with the single stack is a 1-to-1 cable pulley ratio, and that may determine your decision to buy the upgrade as far as the lat pull down goes, because you get a 1-to-1 cable pulley ratio. But the way I looked at it with the G15 and even with the G20 and a lot of these, you have, maybe not the 6 and the 12 have 442 and 402. When you jump up to 570 and you're cutting that in half, which let me see if I can do the math correctly. I'm not sure if I can. No, oh my goodness. You split that in half, it's still a good amount of weight. You split the 578 in half, it's still a good amount of weight. Then the 867 is the 578 plus what the upgrade, the lat pull down upgrade has, and that's the 1-to-1. People make a really big deal about 2-to-1 cable pulley ratio, and they feel like they're being gypped. They feel like it's not as much of a feature as 1-to-1. But I'm here to tell you, even the 4-to-1 with lighter weights, it means all the world to me for good accessory work, light work like side delt raises, other things, and the granularity to be able to move the weight up and down off the 4-to-1 and 2-to-1. Essentially, you can double the amount of exercises or sets you do within a drop set on an exercise. To me, I like that. I really do like that. But you see here, the G20 is now 2-to-1. So it's kind of more of a muddied water. If it was 1-to-1, it kind of had its own thing like previous models did. But this particular 2023 model is more in line with the G15, which makes it a little bit tougher to choose. So counterbalance Smith machine, only the G12 has that. So that's kind of not applicable in this way. The static weight rating is the same across the board. And this is something I like about Force USA. No matter if you're going with a budget conscious all-in-one trainer or you're going for it all, go big, go home, they all have the same static weight rating. Good to see. West side spacing. This is something where the X series has the 3x3 uprights, west side spacing. If that's totally important to you, that may be the alternative choice for you in your home, garage, gym, studio, fitness journey, whatever it might be. Included attachments. Here we have 26 or 18, I should say, with the base, 26 with the upgrade, and then 30 with the Pro on the base, which is still more than the 15, and then 32 with the upgrades. So you might want to think about that. That's kind of a thing right there if you're talking about attachments, plug and play that you can get going. But let me tell you this, the G15, whether it's the base model or I got the upgrade kit with the jammer arms, dip handles, I use those. But there's a lot of attachments that I don't use. I like my set attachments for set grips and all that stuff that I use. I don't find myself using all of the attachments, whether with the base or even the upgrade kit on the G15. So it might be a like eyes bigger than your stomach type thing. Look at the attachments, the actual attachments that come with both of these to see what works best for you. You can always go to Amazon, get the ones you want, but when you're spending $5,000-$6,000 or more, you don't want to go to Amazon and buy even more. It's a big purchase. So make sure that the attachments, or at least as many as possible, are useful to you. Here we go. Power rack, Smith machine, functional trainer, leg press, all that stuff. Here you get dip handles, stuff like that. Now I want to point something out really quickly right here. If I can go. G15 right here. You see right there, leg press. Not included with the base model. That's why I got the upgrade kit. I like doing vertical leg presses. Comes with that. G20 includes a leg press, doubles as a low row foot plate on the G15. The low row foot plate is a completely separate, dedicated thing. It lives right there on the G15. So I can just go right there and do low rows. On the G20, you have to kind of go from leg press and turn it into low row foot plate. But it is included with the base model. You don't have to do the upgrade like I had to do with the G15. So once again, figure out what you can use, what you can't use, and where your money can practically and very smartly go to. That would be what I would look at right there. Dip handles. I love the dip handles on the G15 right here. You can see that they are included. Dip handles are not included with the G20. And I will say this, the G20 was kind of an awesome, like, the trainer was awesome, but there was so much room. I was like, how are they going to develop dip handles when it's a bit wider than most of the RG series at the time? You got to get the upgrade kit for this, and you'll be able to have the dip handles. So chin-up bar. Now, the pull-ups, we're going to talk about this because the G20 has been updated. It doesn't have 2 globe grip pull-up bars anymore. It only has 1, but it still has the multi-grip in the front. So you're still getting 2. It's a lot. It's a lot. You can have multiple people still working out on the G20 all at the same time. So they removed one of them because they're adding other attachments to the side of that, like for a punching bag and things like a swing arm. So you can put a punching bag there. That's super cool. So awesome stuff. Lat pull down here. Of course, with the lat pull down, it's not going to be as high. I find myself having to go at a different angle with the G15. We're going to do a video where we put that up at how I achieve lat pull downs with full range of motion, because I'm a little bit too tall for the lat pull down from the ceiling, sitting down and going from ceiling to my chest. I do it from a different angle. The lat pull down upgrade on the G20 Pro does give me that extra height right there. But of course, if your ceiling is low, the G20 base model or the upgrade is going to be, it may be an issue. Also, how deep it is with the lat pull down upgrade, that extra 28 inches or so, it might be a deal breaker for a lot of people. Nobody has an unlimited amount of space in their home garage gym or fitness studio. So you have to think about that. Low row core trainer landmine. Once again, core trainer landmine is not included with the base model. I got the upgrade kit with the landmine attachment. It is included with the base model of the G20, as you can see from this check mark right here. Suspension trainer, band pegs, VersaPad. Previous model of the G20 had a VersaPad. I think they discontinued that, so it's not available in the upgraded G20, but it's definitely never been available for any other G series. I kind of liked it. I thought it was cool for hip thrust and stuff, but it was very niche kind of attachment. So I think that's why they may have discontinued it. Barbell storage. Here's the jammer arms. Both jammer arms are available via an upgrade kit. I'm going to do a dedicated video on the jammer arms. I kind of hope there's a Gen 2 version 2 to come out. That's the footprint's a little bit more in line with the rack part of it. It's still fine. The footprint's fine, but it's a little cumbersome. And it is a Gen 1 type of attachment. I have no doubt they're going to try to improve the design, but people wanted jammer arms. They got them. And from what I know, people are pretty happy, including myself, for what the jammer arms offer in terms of exercises. So exercise chart. Here's the big deal right here. We might have wanted to start it with price. Here is the price, $54.99 and then $59.99. $54.99 for the G15 Pro and then $59.99. So let's call it $5,500, $6,000. So you got some money to play with if you go with the G15 and you want to get a bench, you want to get other stuff like bumper plates, barbells, things like that. But once again, you're buying this as a lifetime investment. So maybe the extra $500 for what the G20 offers is really a good way to go. Now, here's something to note right here. We're going to go to the G20 page. It's currently out of stock. As of January 8th, 2023, you can get email or put your email address in to get notified. This is just happens all the time. Things are sold out, come back. So if this is in stock, the G15's in stock, you have more of a choice. Right now, stuff being in stock or not in stock, supply chain issues, uncertain times, whatever you want to call it, you may want to buy the one that's available. That may be the one kind of parameter that is the most important to you. Is it available? Is it going to fit my needs, and is it available? Those two things, got to get it. So you see right here, updated for 2023, and we're going to look at the upgrade kit, because here's the upgrade kit: jammer arms, dip bars, and a leg developer kit, meaning you have a leg extension, leg curl thing. That's interesting. How's that work? That's new. I've been looking for a leg curl, leg extension, dedicated one, to buy. But that is interesting. Let's learn more about that. It's not available. So look at that. There it is. That's jammer arm. I want to see the thing hooked up to it. There. Is that it right there? Right there. There it is. Well, what do you know? How are you? I don't know. Standing leg curls look like they're pretty achievable. Standing leg extension? Well, guess what? I'm going out to Utah, to the headquarters, to actually provide in-person full reviews on everything once again for 2023 for the G20, for definitely that leg developer kit. I have to take a look at that. That's pretty, that's got me a little bit right there. So let's go back. Now let's go to the G15. We got to make sure I have it right there. G15 Pro. This is the one I just did not too long ago, but not that recently. a 6-month updated review on the G15 Pro. We will have another dedicated review from the Garage Gym, probably 9 months, then we'll go a year, usually every month to 3 months. The first month I have something, I definitely put an updated review, like the Sunstream Saunas Evolve Mini, which is up here on the channel. But this one, I go in intervals of usually 3 months, and then I do mini updated reviews on these products in Garage Gym tours. So this is definitely, I've said it in the last video, the 6-month, is this the sweet spot of all-in-one trainers? And I have to say, still, in my opinion, it is still the sweet spot of all-in-one trainers. Is that the leg thing? Are you serious? They actually have a leg extension and curl. I got to do a full review on this thing. This is crazy. I didn't know this was even available as its own attachment. All right, we got people using it right here. So you just put the bench down, sit on the bench, then the standing leg curl. You son of a, I'm not going to curse. Man, that's cool. I gotta get one of these. $250 to be able to add that on with no footprint, because I was going to get a dedicated leg curl, leg extension machine that would take up a lot more room. This is exciting. This is why I have to look at the site more often. But here's the upgrade kit, by the way, right here. This is the upgrade kit, and this is not included. This is separate. $800 for the upgrade kit. Let's go to full details. This here, I think, is definitely, we'll do a dedicated updated review on this as well. But this gives you so much for what you want. The TV mount, I still have to mount. I have a 32-inch TV sitting on the floor. I have to do it. The upgraded handles, I use those from time to time, but I like the nylon ones with the base model. I don't know why. I just like it. The storage shelves are amazing. Those are definitely a deal maker, not a deal breaker. Jammer arms, the landmine row, ankle cuff, landmine attachment, leg press. For me, storage shelf, jammer arms, leg press, make it worth it. The TV mount's cool for the footprint, but these 3 attachments are my must-have in an upgrade kit, and definitely worth it. People have always asked me about this too. Will we be able to get these individually? Now, I would say no, but that leg curl, leg extension attachment is available on its own. So never say never, but I think logistically bundling all this stuff into one makes it more practical for Force USA to be able to ship out an upgrade kit rather than each individual thing, the shipping, maybe the freight if it's too heavy, whatever it might be. I would think that's why they bundle these upgrade kits together. My Philly accent's getting the best of me. So that's about it. But I discovered something new. I discovered an attachment that I need to get, because I was literally just about to pull the trigger on a dedicated leg extension curl attachment. I know I said it a few times, but I am so glad that I found this. Super, super cool. Very nice. So that's it. So we all learn something new every day. I learned that they have a new attachment out for not just the G20 Pro, but my Force USA G15 Pro. So that's about it. Hope this helped. Hope this helped the commenter here. I'll bring a comment up again. Temper Shot, thank you for commenting. Remember, subscribe, click the bell to get notified. Leave comments. I love hearing from the audience. Leave the comments, questions, feedback, whatever you got. Love hearing all of it. Awesome. Also, we have affiliate links, forceusa.com/Stevie. Other ones in the description below. When you use forceusa.com/Stevie, even if it's a sale price, what we're going to do real quick here, come right here. I'm going to go here so you'll be able to tell that when you do this, you get it right there. You get a discount on any order over $250. And I really have to give it to Force USA once again, not only improving the website, but also lowering the threshold, which used to be around $1,200. Now it's $250. So you can save money. And as always, when you do that, you always support the content here at Stevie Richards Fitness, which I am so grateful for. So please, please use those affiliate links. There's other ones in there, and there's also some codes, or even if you bookmark the Amazon affiliate link and shop as usual, that money gets reinvested back into the brand here at Stevie Richards Fitness. So I remembered the name. My voice is going. Philly accent plus vocal implant. After a while, you start to wear it down. So most importantly, God bless each and every one of you. Have a great day.